Houston Police Department's Vehicular Crimes Division. We're out investigating a fatal crash at 12,000 Greenspoint Drive and 200 North Sam Houston Parkway East. At this time, it's a fatal crash investigation. We know that there was a woman in a wheelchair that was struck on the western part of this south intersection of Greenspoint Drive and North Sam. She was struck by a white vehicle. That vehicle proceeded through the intersection, and there is a person who stopped about 0.3 miles away, and that person waited an extensive period of time before they contacted 911 and returned to the scene. So we're investigating this as a potential hit-and-run investigation, and we're going to be getting DRE out here. At this time, we don't have any witnesses that directly saw the light, so I don't know if the pedestrian was in a place where she was allowed to be when she was allowed to be there. Fortunately, we do know that this woman was homeless, and she frequently is in the intersection against the green light in traffic, basically asking for assistance and things from motor vehicles. So because of that, I don't know definitively who's at fault for this crash, but we're going to do everything we can to make sure that justice is done. We have investigators from Hit and Run here. As I said, we're going to be getting our DWI task force. We have a DRE officer coming here out to the scene to see the impairment level of the driver, and then we're taking video, or we're going to be looking for video. We're taking photos. We are taking measurements. We're going to do everything we can to figure out exactly what happened to make sure that justice is done in this case.
So, as I understand what you're describing, it's entirely possible that this driver was not at fault, but the mere fact that they never notified, they never called 911 and never returned to the scene promptly, they could ultimately be found to be charged for FSRA?
It's possible. As I said, the distance is not excessive, but he did leave the scene. The time we're looking at about how quickly he returned and how quickly he called. So I don't know definitively if he's going to receive charges for that. As I said, that's going to be up to Hit and Run and the DA's office to make that determination once they complete their investigation. And in addition to that, we're going to be looking at mostly for new witnesses. So if anybody witnessed this crash that may have left the scene, couldn't stay, I encourage them to contact the Vehicular Crimes Division and step forward. We're also going to be calling all the people that called 911 back to make sure they didn't see anything, because the color of the light and this it really means most of the difference. So.